Good afternoon, friends. This is our second session on chartering. Am I correct? Fine. Just if you may just to recapitulate, in the last session we started with discussing what is chartering. Chartering basically means hiring, and we did discuss that chartering is one of the core commercial activity of any shipping organization. One of the most important aspects which any ship owning company would decide is how to employ the ships. And for that, chartering becomes an core activity. Now there are two ways of mainly deploying the ship. One is a demise charter, another is a non-demise charter. Under non-demise charter, you have two options, that is voyage charter and time charter. And demise charter is called as the bareboat demise charter, which you have learned in first year. Besides that, there are some other methodology of employing ships. Like under time charter, you can deploy ship on a concept called as TCT, time charter trip, wherein the ship will be deployed on time charter but for a specific voyage. Over here, the essence is not the time, the essence is the voyage completion, but the arrangement between the ship owner and charterer, the responsibilities between the ship owner and charterer is similar as that of time charter. Then we went on to discuss another forms of deployment, wherein under voyage charter, there is something called as CVs, consecutive voyages, wherein ships shuttle between similar kind of voyage, not once, twice or thrice. A to B, A to B, A to B, it keeps moving. Okay, so you call it as consecutive voyages. You can have 2 consecutive voyages, 3 consecutive voyages. Then we went on to learn a very important concept called as COA, that is contract of affreightment. A concept wherein a ship, a required set of tonnage is allotted to the ship owner. Ship owner basically gives that I have so many ships, I am dedicating my ships under the COA arrangement, and the charterer gives a commitment of the cargo over a period of time. Here the deployment is not vessel specific, but it is mainly dependent upon the kind of voyage that the ships will be employed, the type of voyages the ship will be employed, and it is a commitment by the charterer to the ship owner and ship owner to the charterer. Charterer commits cargo, ship owner commits ship. Then we went on to look one more arrangement which is quite popular nowadays, and that is shipping pools. If you remember, I told you there is a concept called as tanker pool. Over here, it is nothing, shipping pool is nothing, but it is a kind of a joint venture, wherein the many ship owners who are having similar type of ships, they come together and give the ship to a professional commercial management company. This company are basically the pool managers. They manage the ship. This concept, as I told you, because shipping started evolving, commercial shipping started evolving, it was realized that management of ships, say, it is better to have control of ships. So when you have more ships, when you have critical mass with you, then you have more flexibility to operate and maximize your revenue. Okay, so this is nothing but similar types of ship coming under one management, and this manager operates the vessel. Whatever revenue is earned by the pool is distributed amongst the pool members. Pool members basically means the owners who have dedicated the ship under the pool. Okay. Then we went on to discuss, if I am correct, the basic chart about chartering. Am I right? Wherein I said that chartering comprises of a pre-fixture activity, chartering comprises of a post-fixture activity. Pre-fixture activity means what are the activities that happen before a fixture gets concluded between a ship owner and charterer. Fixture basically means contract. Okay, so negotiations. is one of the very important aspect. Most of the chartering officers or chartering practitioners are called as negotiating officers or negotiating practitioners. Then post fixture, basically how you operate the ship. The role of a post fixture management, wherein you actually, once the fixture is concluded, you actually operate the ship, you give voyage instructions to the ship, you manage the cargo loading, cargo unloading of the ship, you do the monitoring of the ship throughout the voyage, and eventually you raise the freight claim, you raise the demurrage claim, okay, financial settlement. The two aspects of chartering, that is pre-fixture and post-fixture. Then we went on to discuss some of the chartering terms. Am I right?
Yes.
I told you all the commercial shipping terms are chartering terms, but few terms we will discuss in the class. Okay. If I am correct, the first term that we discussed was DWCC, deadweight cargo capacity, which is deadweight all told minus bunkers, minus freshwater, minus constants, gives you the DWCC. The next term that we discussed was arrived ship. Okay, what do you mean by the term arrived ship? It's not very simple the way it looks. It has lot of financial implication. It has lot of implication from the point of view of a charter party. Okay, just to deviate, we even discuss what do you mean by charter party, what are the different charter party forms under dry cargo and tankers. Okay, we did that in the last class. So arrived ship was the second term which we discussed. The third term which we discussed was Australian hold ladders, AHL. Okay, lot of abbreviations will be used in chartering. Okay, abbreviation with an appropriate full form. The next term which we discussed was air draft. What do you mean by air draft? I would have given you some examples. What is the criticality of air draft and how it can jeopardize a voyage, right? Did I discuss the next term after that?
Yeah, UKC under.
Sorry?
Water draft.
UKC under keel clearance.
Under keel clearance. It's a part of air draft. UKC, sea draft, freeboard, air draft. Okay, I would have shown you some graph which gives you the bifurcation. Correct? So this is what we discussed. This is the last term I have done.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So we will finish chartering terms and we will get on to very important topic, chartering negotiations. Okay. So most of the terms you know, if you have done your first year very seriously,